Sunday, April 23rd, 2011. This week on DNN, another installment of Egon's Noggin. Updates on Tokyo. Disney says
Daznedania. Daznedania.
Dancing with Dana.
Just move on.
Two half marathons make a whole. D23 hit shelves. Driving business to Florida. Jedis versus Wizards. Africa gets catty. And a Soundsational sneak peek. This is DNN. Let's begin with my favorite segment, Egon's Noggin. This is episode 5 of DNN, so I thought I'd be a bigger man and talk a little bit about Johnny 5. When Mr. Daps first approached me about joining the Daps team, I was quite excited because I'd been a long-time fan. Over the years, I was observing the types of people he associates himself with. I was especially intrigued by one person in particular, Johnny 5. Ever since I first saw him on YouTube, I knew we were destined to be best friends. This is why, when I was given the opportunity to interview someone for Daps News Network, I knew my first choice would have to be Johnny 5. The interview, as you may not know, it's full of heart. It's very real, very raw. It's what interviews should be about, if I do say so myself. Barbara Walters couldn't have interviewed him any better. But I guess I did something wrong, because Johnny does not want the interview to be shown. I've tried multiple ways of trying to convince him that it would be a good idea to show it. But every time I show up at his house, his mom tells me he's not home.
Egon, shut up.
Then I went to his school, and met some very nice people who told me a lot of really cool stories about him. They may have to be future interviews.
Wrap it up, Egon.
All this to say, even with how horribly Johnny 5 has treated me, he's still my best friend.
Are you done yet?
Yes. Updates from Japan. It has been announced that Tokyo Disneyland will resume nighttime operations on April 23rd, 2011. Now that it will be open later at night, the Tokyo Disneyland Electric Parade Dreamlights will also resume operations, although it will still be suspended from May 9th to July 7th, as it gets upgraded. Tokyo DisneySea will reopen on April 28th, 2011, along with its new Fantasmic show and the Mickey and Friends Greeting Trails. Also, through May 14th, 300 yen from each ticket purchased for Tokyo Disneyland or Tokyo DisneySea will be donated to help with the relief efforts in Japan. Disney will be beginning 2 new Russian language movies this summer. One will be a fairy tale, and one will be a youth story, reported head of Disney's Russian office, Marina
Gigalova.
Gigalover.
Ozcan.
Gigaloger again.
Gigalova Ozcan. Gigalova Ozcan.
Gigaloger again.
Just move on.
Okay. But further details have not been released. We've heard the director... Oh no. Vladimir
Grammatikov.
Grammatikovodasheve.
Just move on.
Okay. Will be acting as a creative producer. This is not the first film Disney's produced for Russian markets. Their first film... Really? Another one? Knigara Masterovaba.
Kniga Masterov.
Master.
Kniga Masterov.
Kni Gergamama. Anyway, translates to the Book of Masters, okay? Why didn't you just say that in the first place? And it grossed 10.8 million in Russia. Oh, whatever. Well, here's a story with a lot of running gags. Disney is adding another marathon into its lineup. The Tinkerbell Half Marathon will take place on the weekend of January 27th through 29th in Anaheim, just a few weeks after the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend takes place in Florida. The Disney company will also be hosting a health and fitness expo tailored for women. You know, I ran a marathon once, well, a half marathon, but I can't remember how I placed. But this story is starting to jog my memory. Waka waka, like walking. Okay, I'm starting to run out of jokes here. Oh boy. Best to move along. What's black and white and red all over? The D23 magazine, which is also in color. It features interviews. It features interviews? I love interviews! It features interviews with George Lucas about the new Star Tours experience, Stan Lee about Disney's acquisition of Marvel, and the cast and crew of Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. It also comes with a Cars 2 air freshener of either Lightning McQueen or his pal Tow Mater. Wait a minute. I just got that. Is his name Tow Mater? Does it smell like tomatoes? Or just diesel? Anyway, we don't want to spoil all the fun for you. Pick up a copy on newsstands on May 3rd. Last week, we reported on the economic stimulus that Disney's Orlando operations create in Florida. Now we're hearing chatter that although the Disney company is making expenditures in the forms of entertainment, they still expect to drive business to Florida. By providing guests with an excellent entertainment and world-class service on the cruises and hotel stays in the new Hawaiian Hotel, Aulani. Aulani? Aulani.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They hope to introduce the brand to more people who wouldn't normally consider themselves Disney fans. The summer season is coming up, and with it come large crowds to the Disney parks. Exactly how large is hard to say, because they travel single file to hide their numbers. But based on the success of World of Harry Potter that has created for Universal Orlando, Disney is hoping that the new Star Tours experience and the addition of almost 200 new Star Wars-themed merchandise items will help them regain some of their profits that they've lost during the global recession. Of course, these estimates are too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial Stormtroopers are so precise. Other Disney executives suggest alternative strategies, but in the end, the Wookiee won. Friday was Earth Day, a day of earthing and earthiness all over the earthy earth. What am I, the Swedish chef? Anyway, it also marked the opening of Disney Nature's African Cat. African Cats, alternatively titled The Real House Cats of the Savannah. The story follows two prides of lions, both alike in dignity, in fair Africa, where we lay our scene. And no, they don't feel the love tonight. Meanwhile, a cheetah struggles to raise her 5 cubs on her own. The film is narrated by Samuel L. Jackson, who is pleased to be working with cats, because he is sick and tired of snakes on planes. Why are there snakes on planes? Is that like the plains of the Serengeti? What? Why are you waving your hand? Oh! Move on! Got it. A new parade will be marching right down the middle of Main Street on May 27th, 2011. A few days ago, Disneyland California sent out 2 parade floats to be filmed for an upcoming commercial. Daps Magic, the parent company of this news network, posted a video of this event. Does that mean Mr. Daps is my dad? Oh, we're back. The parade looked soundsational. Really, guys? That's the best you can do? And now, weather, with that heartbreaker, Megan Reynes.
Thanks, Egon. Let's just jump right in then. The Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California seems like it'll be seeing a lot of sun this week, with a few clouds on Monday and Tuesday. The low temperatures are staying within the range of 54 to 58, while the high temperatures are bouncy, trouncy, fun. The highs go from around 67 on Monday and Tuesday, to 75 on Wednesday, to 81 on Thursday and Friday, to 76 on Saturday and Sunday. So, depending on your comfort zone and when you're going, bring a jacket or a tank top. Heading over to the Walt Disney Resort in Florida, we're seeing a few scattered thunderstorms rolling in for the weekend, so have an umbrella nearby just in case. Temperatures are staying pretty well in the range of 70 to 91, so dress for warm weather. Jumping continents to the Disneyland Paris Resort, we're seeing mostly sun with a few stray clouds here and there. The low temperature seems to be around 7 or 8 degrees Celsius or 46 degrees Fahrenheit. High temperatures range from 17 to 26 degrees Celsius or 63 to 78 Fahrenheit, with the cooler temperatures in the middle of the week. Flying over to Hong Kong Disneyland, we're looking at thunderstorms on the horizon starting Wednesday and continuing through the weekend. Ponchos, lots of ponchos. Temperatures are pretty consistent, as always, staying in the range of 22 to 27 degrees Celsius or 71 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Finishing up at Tokyo Disney Resort, there are some showers expected Wednesday through Saturday, hopefully leaving Sunday nice and dry as the resort resumes full operations. Temperatures can get as low as 10 degrees Celsius or as high as 23 Celsius or 50 to 73 Fahrenheit if you prefer. That's all for the weather. Back to you, Egon. Maybe we need to talk after the show.
Thanks, Megan. That's all for DNN. Tune in next week when we're interrupted with late breaking news. I'm Egon Bonkers, and from all of us here at DNN, have a DAPS magical week.